Today is the deadline to buy tickets to the annual spring luncheon benefiting the Family and Child Abuse Prevention Center.
Our Sasha Bray has emceed that fundraiser for more than a decade now. And this afternoon, she's introducing us to a new member of the family who will waddle his way into your heart.
Here's your Feel Good Friday.
Beagle boy.
Bob the Beagle is a simple man.
He's kind of just living his life.
He appreciates a good treat and a head scratch.
Beagles, they lead by their nose. And so he would be like, oh, let me smell this over here. And we're like, no, we're working on sits and stays.
Little does he know what an impact he'll have.
We did 2.5 years worth of training with Bob during the pandemic. I think the kids will just love him because he's just a big lover.
Bob lives with Dr. Christy Jenkins, CEO of the Family and Child Abuse Prevention Center.
Say, for instance, my kids are sad or hurt or whatever. He'll go over and, lay by them.
Bob is getting into his new gig, replacing the recently retired Nala.
That is really hard. I can honestly say I haven't really dealt with that.
She was brought in as the center's first therapy animal a decade ago.
She was such an incredible adjunct to treatment. So folks would not necessarily want to tell us their trauma, but they might lift Nala's ear and tell her what had happened to them.
Here's Nala, a faithful fixture at the annual spring luncheon, which raises thousands to provide free services to local abuse survivors.
When I finished my PhD, I did my dissertation on animal-assisted therapy. And I went into Bryan Middle School and surveyed hundreds and hundreds of kids.
Dr. Jenkins recalls how those kids reacted to the school's therapy dog.
We got caught up in the stairwell, and every single kid except for 2, and I probably passed 150 kids, petted the dog.
And now that it's Bob's turn to take the leash, that's the kind of comfort he'll bring with his own signature charm. With your Feel Good Friday, I'm Sasha Bray.
Got a little boop on the nose there at the end. You know when a name just fits a dog?
Right.
Bob works for the Beagle.
Bob
I
definitely
like him.
is a Bob.
So cute.
The most Bob I've ever seen.
Oh, wow. How about that? The most Bob Tony's ever seen. Congrats, Bob.
Giving off Bob vibes. All right, if you'd like to buy a ticket for the spring luncheon or make a donation to the Family and Child Abuse Prevention Center, we have a link that you need with this story on 13abc.com.